So, another long day, a couple hours of sleep, renovating, a lot of stuff going on. And I just want to give you guys some insight here on how to move going into 2024. We are in 2024 currently, and this is how we must move going forward, with a sound mind. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. I can feel the cleanse of this year starting off so far, and it's probably because all the people that was out partying, getting crunk, getting drunk, doing all that crazy shit are on the down low right now, probably recovering. But this is when we're going to see good in the world again, guys. Is when people can keep a cleansed mind, a sound mind, a healthy body, a healthy spirit. So if you can't have those things, if you can't even think straight, if you can't even get your health in check, this is why majority of the things are bad in this world today, bro. Like, I've seen it a long, long time ago. I had to get away from that stuff. It's all cool and dandy, right? Whenever you start to party, when you're young and all that, and it's all fun. It's not really ruining your health until all of a sudden it catches up. That's when you got to stop. And you should stop even before that happens. So, I don't know exactly how well things are going to be for a lot of people in this world today moving forward in life. We hope people wake up. We hope people start to put important things first and stop acting like such dweebs, doing dumb stuff all the time, partying, being greedy, cheating around, just going crazy, bro. That's what the majority of the world is today. Like, people's morals is all screwed up. Like, everyone don't think the same way. Most people don't think like me. Most people don't think like most of y'all. They don't. So the only thing we can do going into this new year, don't kill yourself. And I don't mean literally. Like, don't grind yourself into oblivion. Move smartly. Work hard when you need to. Try to be efficient. Rest when you can. Recuperate. And try to be smart. Try to keep your energy good. Stay healthy. Stay on track. That's what it's all about. And if you can do this, you're going to be ahead of majority of everybody in the world, because the majority of people in the world are chaotic. Their energy's nuts. They are nuts. So if you can just do the right things, you're already going to be ahead of pretty much everybody. And like I said, I can't necessarily predict what other people are going to do. I hope people wake up, but is it gonna happen? Probably not. Probably not. And you guys I don't think you guys think so either, bro. Like, what can you do? All these types of people, they don't want to listen. They don't want to learn. They don't want to do what's right. It's like the world is addicted to degeneracy. The world is addicted to just doing what's wrong all the time. And whenever you're the one that's doing everything right, you see it even clearer how crazy everybody else is. So the only thing we can do is move how we're going to move. Smartly, efficiently, work hard when you must, get your little grind times in. Don't beat yourself up, don't kill yourself, just smart, efficient, effective work. Practice on your skills. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you want to get better at, if you want to start something new, put a lot of time and effort into those things, it's going to help. Consistency wins every single day. Every step of the way, consistency is going to win. You don't just win overnight. It is consistency. It is over time. But every day is a win when you're consistent. You got to win every day. That's the thing. That's how it's done. And you got to do it efficiently, effectively, smart. Work hard when you must. Rest when you must. Like the way I move, bro, like I'll tell you right now, I live my life to perform. Like with every single thing I do. If I'm renovating, if I'm building homes for 8 to 10 hours a day, I eat the proper stuff, I drink the proper liquids, and you're still going to be tired to a degree. There's only so much the human body can take, but you do everything you can to get yourself back up so you have energy so you can do even more. Rest when you must, and that's what I'm saying. I live to fuel myself. I live so I can do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I don't go out and get completely hammered and then the next day is ruined and the next day and everything's off track. That's just horrible. Like, how, like, we're not supposed to be doing those things ever as human beings. Like, we're not. We're not supposed to be doing those things, like, ever. We're not designed to do those things. We're not designed to get off track and ruin our lives. We're not designed to do that. As human beings, we are designed to thrive. We're designed to stay focused. We're designed to be the best living, breathing humans that we can possibly be. We're not born to be degenerates. We're not born to get these addictions and be a fraction of who you should be. We're supposed to be healthy. We're supposed to be vibrant. We're supposed to be happy and thriving and doing the things that we're supposed to be doing on Earth. And by doing the things that I've already stated, it's going to allow that to happen. But if you fall into temptation, if you fall into certain things, that's going to take you back, you're screwed. And chances are, if you do those things, you do it often, and if you do it often, it's not going to be good. So in this message, this is more of not so much grind your gears off. There's your time, bro. There's a time where you grind your gears. There was times in my life where I physically went crazy. But then again, I didn't work as hard as I work, as smart as I work today, as efficient. I was like grinding my gears when I was just a little bit younger than I am now, like just physically in top tier shape, putting everything into the physical. And you start to learn as time goes on, you obviously still need that, probably not as much. And you got to start doing things more efficiently, more effectively, more smoothly. You get in your rhythm, and life is about figuring it out. It's not about being perfect on day one. It's about aiming for perfection, even though you'll never hit it. It's about aiming for it. It's about trying to be the best that you can be, and if you can do that, bro, you're going to be so far ahead. It's not even funny. You are going to feel good internally yourself. That's how you're going to feel. While everybody else feels like shit, while everybody else is hungover, while everybody else is doing stupid, ridiculous things, there's you. Week after week, month after month, year after year, you put in the work. It shows up later in a big, 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 big way. And you know what? All of their actions, all of their partying on consecutive weekends all the time, that shows up for them later on in life. They're not as bright as you are. They're not as in good a shape as you're in. They're more degenerate. They're probably atheists. They're probably off track. That's the truth. That's what you get when you live that life. Any God-fearing man or woman is not going to live that life. That's why I said that. Like, probably not. If you're a God-fearing man or woman, you're probably not going to do those things. Like, probably not. It's probably good you get your stuff together, and do what's right. The quicker you can do that, the more on track and the more you make sense of your life. The more you do chaotic, weird things, the more life don't make sense at all. So this is how we have to move going into 2024. I've been moving this way for quite some time now, but I only get better at it over time, and that's what will happen with yourself. You're not going to be perfect at the way I'm describing for you to move going into this new year. You're not going to be perfect at it. But if you just keep moving that way, you get better at moving that way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get better at being more efficient. Slamming some things out, getting more done, knocking things off. Box after box after box after box after box. You're just knocking things off. You're being efficient. You're working hard when you need to. You're recovering. You're resting. You're getting your foods. You're getting your liquids. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You recover. You get back up and you do it all over again. And it's just this routine. And guys, these things pay off in a big, big way later on. It even pays off now, but it pays off in a big, big way later on. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Like, you might think, oh, well, if I just do these things, then yeah, I'll get my payoff later on. But you don't really know. Why? Because you haven't done it yet. Like, it's hard to know if things are going to happen when it hasn't even happened yet. Even for me, like, I believed in myself when I was younger than I am right now because of how hard I worked and how much I wanted it. I believed in myself that there's no way things are not going to go my way. There's just no way. I work way too hard. I'm way too committed to life. I do too many things way too good. There's no possible way. God has a place for me. And that's what I knew. God has a place for you. That's what you have to know. I was far too committed. And when you're far too committed, you're going to have that self-belief. But if you're not very committed, you're probably not going to have that self-belief. So if you want the self-belief, get more committed. And even when you're that young, like, you can do it. But at the same time, you don't know when. You don't know how. You really don't know how things work. Until you go through the process, you don't know how it's going to pan out exactly. There's still question marks, but you just keep going because you believe in yourself. You know what you do. Like, there's nothing else more you could do. So if you give it your all and nothing happens, then it's like there's nothing more you could have done. That's where the self-belief comes from. Like, when you're just doing everything right, things are going to end up just shifting in your direction, in your way. That's how it works. And if it does, that's the biggest fluke of all time. You're finna get your time. You're gonna get your time, but if you stop, your time hasn't come yet. You had to keep going. You had to keep going. You had to keep going. You never stop. And even when something happens for you, you gotta keep going still. You don't stop. There's never a time where you're gonna stop working. Never. So this is how it's going to be. There's no better way. There's no smarter way to move going into this new year and even before. But this is what it's gonna be, bro. Shake off all the stuff, all the cobwebs, and just, just kind of feel yourself just, I feel good. I feel in the right headspace. I feel calm and composed, and one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up. Don't overthink, oh my God, and be in this frantic rush or... No. All you can do is your best every day. Leave it at that. Lay your head down at rest at night and get back up and do it all over again and just repeat and just keep going through your days. Don't overthink nothing. That's something I would even tell myself in the past. Like, just keep doing it. And that's even the point I got to, because it's like, you work so hard, you're in routine. You just keep doing it, and you almost become like numb to it. Like, you don't feel much. You don't even feel like you're working hard when you're working hard, because you're numb. You're just working hard. That's like what being a man is. Like, it's not, oh my God, I work so hard, and you're like, no, you're doing what you're doing. You lay your head down and rest. When it's all said and done at night, you get back up and you just keep doing what you're doing. You don't even think about how hard you're going or anything. You're just doing it. You literally become numb to it, because that's the life you're living. Every day, all the time, just in that routine. Like, you have to get serious about your life. If you don't get serious about your life, how can anybody else take you seriously? I'll tell you now, I wouldn't take it seriously if you don't take yourself seriously. I simply would not. If you're not a committed human being, how could I take you seriously? I simply can't. Like, anyone that's going to be close in my circle, they're going to have commitment. Like, we don't just exist and life is over and let's celebrate, and no. There's things to do. There's a time to have a little bit of fun here and whatever, but keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, there's more to do. We're not done. We're never going to be done. There's more to do. I don't want people even close to me having the mindset that they've done it, or they worked hard enough, or their job's good enough, and come home and be lazy and nothing else. Like, no. We want a sense of, like, a big sense of life, a big sense of purpose. That's the vibe we want to live with. Why? Because our lives matter, and God put us here for a reason. He didn't put us here to just celebrate and be degenerate and everything else. He didn't put us here for that, bro. He made us powerful. Like, what do you think this is? He made us powerful. And there's a lot of people, bro, weak today. You have to move in your power. You got to stop moving in your weakness. You have to start moving in your power on a daily basis, consistently, day after. And it's like, people don't want to live that life. But I don't get it. That's why I can't relate. I can't relate. I want to live this life. I want to live the life that I'm explaining right now, live on air. I want to live this life. I could easily start to slack, celebrate, do this, do that, and still get by. I don't want to do that. I want to keep going. I want to keep working. I want to keep grinding smartly, efficiently, effectively. Work hard when you must. You know what I'm saying? That's what the grind is. It's not just nails to the floor all the time, just boom, 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 boom. It's some smart stuff. It's a little bit of hard stuff. It's a little bit of that stuff. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's a little bit of a lot of things. That's what real hard work is. That's what real commitment is. It's not just one way of doing things. It's a variety of different things. And it's about being smart. Being effective in the things that you're doing. You're very... What's the word I want to put on this? You're very self-aware of what you're doing. Like, the time you're spending doing the things you're doing, and you know what you're doing. Like, you just know what you're doing. This is important because a lot of people don't know what they're doing, bro. You got a lot of people, young people today, they're just on their phones, on Snapchat, seeing who snapped them, seeing how they should perform to snap somebody back. That's what you're thinking of. That's what you're thinking of. Those are the things you're doing. Why are you doing those things? What if that app wasn't there? Then what would you do? Then what would you do if Snapchat was not there? Then what would you do? Whenever I was young, bro, we didn't grow up on social media. We had a few friends over at the house and we would go outside, bro, in the pouring rain, running through mud puddles, biking long distances, like far, far, far away as like kids, bro. Swimming across lakes, swimming across shores, right to the other side of to a different side of the island. Like just doing crazy things, wrestling, climbing trees, tree jumping from tree to tree, just doing crazy things, playing sports, like all the time. We weren't on Snapchat. Let's see how many girls we can snap, bro. Let's see how many girls we can talk to, bro. Like, that's garbage. That's what they want. They love time and attention. That's what they love. They don't even care about that, bro. Like, you don't care about that, bro, is what I mean. They care about that. But every guy's just going towards what the women are doing today, and it's like, that's your fucking mistake. That's your mistake. You're not leading your life. You're literally following what these women are doing. You're giving them the power. All these modern day cucks of men are following. You're following, because that's where the girls are at on Snapchat. Let's Snapchat them. You look like a dumbass doing the things you're doing. And that's why you're going to get no results. You're going to get results by leading your own life efficiently, effectively, smartly, and work hard when you must. In between these times, whatever you got to do, get it done. There's going to be times where you have to go nails to the wall sometimes. You might burn out a little bit, but you got to get yourself back up. You might get low energy because you've done so much, expended so much energy. You got to drink the right liquids. You got to eat the right foods. You got to get the right amount of sleep again. And you got to get back up and you got to do it again. You're performing as a man. You're maximizing your potential as a man. You're not following on Snapchat and doing all these stupid things. You're building your life. How many people in modern society is actually building their life? You call that building your life? You call that building your life? They're not committed. That's how you become a man, is by building your life. Like you're focused on it every day. You don't have a day off. You don't have a day off. And not every day is just balls to the walls so hard. But you don't have a day off. There's something you're doing to build your life. You're not spending hours upon hours every day on Snapchat doing that dumb shit. Because it's pointless. It is pointless. There's so many modern day men and women that are like late teens, early 20s, bro, and their life is gonna just go like this and pass them by, and they've done nothing to improve as a man or a woman. You think just getting a job, you think, I don't care how high paying your job is, you think that alone is gonna make you a valuable person. No, that's bare minimum. You're just staying afloat if you make money to live. It's everything else is what's gonna do it. And most people just do enough, and then it's degeneracy for the rest of their time. Dumb stuff. That's how you ruin your life. That's how you ruin your future. You gotta build your life, brother. You gotta build your life. It's about committing. It's about making the commitment. It's about being disgusted, looking back at your past and being like, I don't want that. Like, whatever I was doing, I don't want that. I'm a new me now. I'm a new person now. I'm going to start to move a lot better now. I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to capitalize right now until the end of time. You want to live a life that you're proud of. You don't want to live a life where it's like you're just living and it's like you do something here and there. You don't want that life. Nobody wants that life. But unfortunately, some people ain't tough enough to actually become. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of commitment to become. And you gotta put it in, bro. This is how we moving in 2024 from right now into the future. And guess what? I was moving like this for a while, but it's only getting better, more efficient, better in so many different ways. Things just come together because you're consistent. That's what happens when you're consistent. Things just get better because you were consistent. That's what people don't understand. They think, oh, I'll be so consistent for this amount of time and maybe nothing will happen. That's your problem. So you're just not going to be consistent because you think there's a little doubt in your mind. Things might not happen, so I won't do it. That's the issue. You have to be consistent to get the results. If you are consistent, you will get the results. Please, please, please don't doubt it. Do not doubt yourself. If you be consistent, you're going to get the result. If you're consistent for a year and you stop, that's not consistent. Wow, a year? Try 10. Try 10. That's consistent. 5 years is pretty damn consistent, but 10, that's consistent. Like very. I would even give 5 years. Pretty damn consistent. 10, different level consistent. You will change your life. 1000%. So just be consistent. Win every day at a time. I'm telling you guys what you need to hear. Maybe not what some of you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Let's move.